And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's Friday night chat along. Soon to be Titch and Geezer's prediction show. Because Geezer, how long before the season starts? Is it like 2 weeks?
Oh, a bit longer than that, isn't it?
I ain't got a clue. I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was 2 weeks last week.
Fucked if I know, Geezer. What's the date today?
Today is the 25th of July. So maybe no. Then.
Jesus,
I don't know.
Can only be 3 weeks away, I'd say.
Anybody?
Usually about second week of August, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're into the last week of July now. So
yeah,
maybe 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Let's address the chat straight away.
Yeah, that's scary, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Good evening, Lawrence. Good evening from Lexington, Kentucky. Come on, UINs. Lawrence, glad as always you could join us. Much appreciated. Right, you lot. Let me hold on. Which way do I need to sit? I need to sit this way a bit. This way. So, I think it was about 2 days ago. I was just thinking about obviously the trophy and all of that for Darren. Then I thought realistically to order a trophy, then every year get it engraved. That's not feasible. But what is feasible is that I can just make a trophy. So the trophy's sitting on it, but it's going to be hard. Anybody that's, unless you're watching on the big screen, it's going to be quite hard to see the detail in there. So what I might have to do is enlarging it in a minute, which kind of spoils the illusion, just so everyone can get a good look at the trophy. And it makes more sense that every year I can just change the winner on there and just put a new winner. Anyway, let me leave that one there. I'm going to bring in another one just to show you. And Geezer, maybe you'll be able to see it. One sec. Let me go down there. Right, let me bring it in. I just hate doing this because, like I said, it spoils the illusion of what I've done. Daza. Where is he? Right. So, Geezer.
Jesus.
Let me just.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Let me move it into the middle.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I can see it. Well, not in detail. I can see it.
Can you see the writing at the top? Because it's going to be quite hard.
No, not for me. I'll be able to see it on the telly, but not on there now.
Okay, so it's the Darren Higgins Cup. Obviously, we've got a faded West Ham jersey. I've numbered in number 5, Dazza on the back. And at the bottom, we've got 20, 24, 25 winner, fresh fielder. So I can appreciate it's going to be hard for people to see this.
Oh, yeah. I could just about make it out now if I get close. Yeah, see it.
Yeah.
Got you, mate.
Now, if I was full screen by myself, you might have a better chance. But obviously, we're in small little boxes. But anyway, you lot, if I ever do go live by myself, I'll have it front and center. And also, let me just, I'll leave it there for the minute. Also, I've set up the green screen. I've put the light. So I went all out tonight just to make sure that I could put this trophy. So I'm using OBS rather than just StreamYard. So a lot have gone into it just to show a bit of respect for Darren. And also, just to present the trophy to Freshie in our sort of unique way, rather than, like I said, buy
true.
Every year. Yeah, this is more me or us, I should say.
Congratulations, Freshie. Delighted for you.
Yes, Freshie. So your name will stay on that trophy, on Darren's trophy, until the end of next season, obviously. Right, you look, I'm going to remove that. One sec.
Yeah.
Let me just block that. And then I'm going to go back to StreamYard. Anyway. So it will stay on the desk with me. Right. Let's just read these quickly and then we'll have a chat. Okay, yeah. So Danny, good evening, by the way, says RIP Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan, who both passed away in the last few days.
Yeah.
Was you a fan of Ozzy Osbourne's music or not really?
Not really. I remember well though, because my mate Ray, I've known since I was about 16. He was a big fan of Black Sabbath, Lynyrd Skynyrd. I always remember him going on about him. But I was born into the punk, but I did like Led Zeppelin. I was a big fan of Led Zeppelin. So I didn't really listen much to Black Sabbath. But as you saw, obviously Danny Osborne's, Ozzy Osbourne's show.
Yeah.
I put him in a massive show, apparently. I mean, I did see it now and again. I did watch it continuously.
The Osbourne.
But between him and Sharon Osbourne, it really brought him to the light. And then you started hearing all the stories of him. I mean, he was the ultimate fucking lunatic. Right, a head case. But yeah, if you listen to all the legends of rock, even before he was dead, they say he sort of started. He was a massive part of that genre of heavy rock, heavy metal.
Yeah,
and that rock fucking legends of behaving badly and couldn't give a toss. He was known for that. But my mate's still a great fan of his. Great fan of that band, anyway.
Yeah,
Black Sabbath. So, my mate's a drummer. My mate's a drummer in a band.
And yeah, I obviously I don't know Ozzy Osbourne's music, but I was familiar when that show was on TV. I think me and Claire used to watch it like when it came on, actually. And obviously we had a icon who. Let me just So Charlie's in the chat. Good evening, Charlie. And
He'd be crying. I thought about him and I got the news Hulk Hogan. I thought about CW. I went, he'd be in mourning.
That's why I thought, let me put him up there, because obviously he's a wrestling fan and Hulk Hogan is obviously an icon. When I was growing up, WWF, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, and all of them. So, he's the pioneer of where wrestling is at today. And I don't follow wrestling, so I don't claim to know.
Yeah,
I know it's a massive thing. I know that. And Hulk Hogan was one of the pioneers of it, and it's the start of that journey. So, RIP to those two. You lot. Let me just. Hold on. Right, Danny, Larry. Okay, cool. So Charlie says everyone's seen the reports from the Times about Pac being cleared. Wild. Is it?
Well, look, the rumours were through the fucking no wankers that the decision was your time today was meant to be made today.
Yeah, that's what I saw an article saying that.
Yeah, and the rumours are that he's going to be cleared, but there's still fucking rumours at the end of the day. But they still haven't announced it today. It's got. It's fucking gone on 9 2 years. Jesus fuck. Can you just, if you announce it, you'd announce it at lunchtime on the Friday? Then, if that's going to happen, why fucking drag what? So now you can't announce it over the weekend, or do you have to wait till Monday now? What?
Yeah.
Stop it, man. The only you hope this happened is that he's been informed, or his solicitors or representatives have been informed that what the decision is.
Yeah.
Whether that's I don't know. Nobody knows. At least you put his mind at rest, which is more to the point.
Yeah.
But I'd be amazed if he's cleared, because I've been saying this for a while now, and hopefully I'm wrong. That they've got to find him guilty, because they could be up for all sorts of lawsuits. I've always thought that. I thought that's why it's dragging so long. They're digging and digging to find something to do him with. So I always thought he'd get something. And even if it was a month slap on the wrist, it sort of covers their asses.
Something. Exactly.
Something.
Well,
because he has ruined his move to Man City. It has cost him, probably 150 grand a week. It's cost him at least. In wages. It's cost West Ham £80 million fucking transfer. All these things add up. And I thought, West Ham and him might be going for the FA if they find him not guilty. But we'll see, because it could take that turn.
All right, let's get through these quickly. Charlie, I saw it. He will be cleared. You spelled my name wrong once. Oh, sorry. Talking about the trophy. Laura, absolutely. We need to sue and get some cash for this craziness, because not only that, it's also, you could say, league position was affected, and each place in the Premier League is worth, I don't know if it's 500 grand or whatever. So, West Ham could really.
Yeah, his performances have been effective. They have been affected, his performances, because of it. You can put it down there, especially when you saw him break down, against Tottenham, a little cry. I mean, you can see, obviously, it's affected him. Everyone knows why he broke down a bit.
Yeah.
So they've got, I've got a case for it. Now, like I said, I think that FA as well have had their lawyers. Why it's taking so long to announce or to come to a verdict, they've been having their lawyers go at every word that they put out when they make this statement. Every word. Yeah. They'll be trying to cover their asses. I have no doubt about it.
100%. Congratulations, Freshie. Good evening, Inky boys. Says good evening, all.
Inky.
Inky, I don't know. One sec. Let me just. Good evening, Roberto. It says evening all.
Robert.
As always.
Yeah.
Right. So, Inky, what do you think of signing so far? One sec. Evening, Titch and Kieran, you wonderful gentlemen. Nice joining you both. Good evening, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
Really pleased, Danny. Right. So, I'm just going to go back to the. Oh, shit. Let me get through this, actually. Saw Black Sabbath. This is Freshy. Good evening, champ.
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Sabbath
Yeah, I thought he probably would have done, yeah.
2001 at Milton Keynes Bowl. Bumped into their guitarist
Tony Lammy, did you?
Tony Lomi, sorry. Randomly in the street in Chicago. Oh, in Chicago. Evening all. So
Fucking hell, Freshie. Really? You bumped into him?
Yeah, not
Some
at the
guitarist, by the way. Some guitarist.
He didn't bump into him at Milton Keynes Bowl. He bumped into him in Chicago.
Which is really random, isn't it? Fuck me.
Fresh. Right. Let me just get through these. Even Lawrence, mate, how you doing? Right, what's this? KUMB reporting he's cleared of all charges. What is KUMB?
That's the West Ham, one of the originals guys, I think, KUMB. Forget what that stands for. They used to do a show. It used to be on YouTube, or they do something on, I don't know, not radio, but they'd be one of the original before fucking YouTube. I think they were going. Had it. All the old boys. What I've seen of them, I've seen for a couple of years. I think West Ham Network sort of sponsored, not sponsored by them, but have an amalgamation with them. Because Rusty B mentions them all the time. So they're sort of the trailblazers, I think, for West Ham news and all that nonsense. All the old boys, probably older than me, some of
them. Right, let's get through this, good mate, and hope so.
So they're in the know a bit.
Talking about Leeds transfers, they say on TalkSport it's to be next week. I think that's
can't they? Fuck's sake.
Inky,
why? If you've got a fucking decision, why next week?
Exactly.
Fucking hell, man.
Sent you the link, Titch. The reporter who wrote the article has linked to the FA, so it seems actually. I don't think it's come. One sec for oh, maybe. Yeah, you did. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to read that. I'll read it out in a minute, actually. Evening, Charlie. Baby bells all round. Right, you look. Just because I don't think everybody was here, I'm going to do this one more time. One sec. Evening fresh. Congrats on the win, by the way. What's the League Cup doing on screen? Okay. That's my adaptation of a. I'll show you. Right, so I'm going to do this one more time for Inky, Freshy, whoever else weren't here. Let me just go back to here. So, rather than buy a trophy, get it engraved, and every year do that, not feasible. We just adapted the League Cup. Let me put it on the screen so you can hopefully see it a bit better. Right. So, for our prediction show, this is the annual trophy cup, whatever. It's obviously the Darren Higgins Cup. And as you can see, Freshy at the bottom, it says 2024-25 winner, Fresh Fielder. Each year, each season, all I've got to do is change that bottom bit rather than a physical trophy and all of that. So I hope you lot can see that. So Inky, I did say you was one of the ones that, you wanted to donate some money towards a trophy. It's not needed because obviously, like I said, this works better. Definitely works better. So yeah. So I hope you can see that. If you haven't already seen it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so that's in honor of Darren Higgins, obviously. So I'm gonna get rid of that again. One sec. That one. Right, let me just minimize that. Right, let's get back to this. Freshy, it's yours. Oh, Knees Up Mother Brown. Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Sorry.
That's it.
Yeah.
How do I forget that?
Yeah. The only song I remember is Paranoid. From
Black Sabbath.
Oh, okay. Knees Up Mother Brown. Okay. All right. It's the biggest West Ham forum. Yeah, I've heard of them. I have been going since the late 90s. Come our Quality Times report. Okay. Good evening, Walito. Right. As always, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, fucking late again.
Appreciated. You get a fine. You get a channel fine.
Yeah.
It's a trip back to Brokeback Mountain for you. That's your fine. That's better. I can't see you. I know.
That's a reward, mate.
Oh, is that everybody? Yes, it is. Right. So, somebody put something here. War Pigs by Black Sabbath is an all-timer. War Pigs, you know that song?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember Ren covering it when he was doing a bit of busking with a big push. Really good. Yeah. War Pigs, one of their big hits. But yeah.
Right. So we've spoke about Lucas Paqueta. What's your thoughts,
Well.
everybody, on the Callum Wilson link situation? Is it for me? It's typical West Ham. You know, a player who's injured, over the age that you kind of want him to be at, past his best, way past his best, and now West Ham. Yeah, we'll have it. That's what it seems like. Just a typical West Ham signing.
I say typical West Ham. It's a typical Sullivan thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way Macaulay and Potter went, yeah, we could do with it. It doesn't happen. So I think it's a Sullivan signing. Let's put it this way. I think it's ridiculous, right? We might as well fucking keep Antonio. We might as well have kept Ings, right, for this. It's the same fucking difference. Ings have been disastrous financially signing him. But at least Ings, when he does have a pot, when he is brought on, he gives it his all and he's trying his hardest, right? That's it. Callum Wilson last year at Newcastle, right? Every time that Isaac weren't on the pitch, they dropped off dramatically. He didn't score a goal. I think he played less minutes than Antonio. Antonio had his car crash in fucking December. So, it's a terrible move. Let's put it this way, the only way I'd condone it, right, is if we're right at the end of the transfer window, we have already signed a striker, we have got all our ducks in a row, and then said, right, let's just bring him for a backup to the backup, right at the death. You know, I'm on a free, whatever. I went, I might accept that and go, okay, that might make sense just in case to have him there, in case we get a couple of injuries to Fulkrug and whoever the striker is we bring in, and we've got something. That's it. We have signed one first-team player at the moment. We have signed a 20-year-old and we're not sure if he's going to be able to take to the Premier League yet. Hopefully, old Magic Jiff. And we've signed a backup to our right back. Yeah. We've only signed one player that you think is going to take to the pitch. And then we bring in Callum Wilson. We needed for the fan base, I think, a proper signing to give him a lift. That's going to walk into the first team. Or at least be fucking the backup to Fulkrug. Decent, good player. Not this. It's uninspiring. It's just typical Sullivan. And another Salthouse player.
Yep.
So, no, I don't agree with it. I could agree with it, like I say, in them circumstances at the end of the window, if we'd already got our players in that we needed. But I just think Potter's been getting fucked here. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
Like Moyes. If he's bringing in players from Moyes, won't play them. You know, what's Potter meant to do? Yeah, God, man. I don't know, man. He's forever injured.
Yeah, exactly. Right, this says there's 9 people watching. We don't get a lot of views, but what I would say is everybody every week just hit the like button. And that ain't really to get more subscribers. It's just maybe more viewers and people, when we do the game show, people might want to tune in. And I mean, people like this guy here, who I was thinking about today, Anzac. Good evening.
Anzac. How you doing, bro?
You know, I was thinking about him today and just the fact that how the hell did he come across this channel? Do you understand? He's not a football fan. He's all the way, obviously, in Australia. And somehow he came across the channel, which is a wonderful thing. YouTube can be. But yeah, how's your hand, Anzac? Right, let me get back to... Let me read these comments. Gonna check. The song changes. Oh, here we go. Right, the song changes he did with his daughter was good as well. So Ozzy Osbourne did a song called Changes with Kelly Osbourne. That would have been. Shockingly, T-Pain has an unreal cover of War Pigs. I'm gonna have to check that out. I like T-Pain. Yeah, big push. Yeah, T-Pain. I do. Great to see you, Charlie. If Callum Wilson can stay fit, he would score your goals. He would do. if he'd stay fit. But
it's the wrong
2 years,
end of 33, isn't he? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm on a boat. I'm gonna check it out. Too old, injured all the time, and think a bad signing, says Lawrence in regards to Wilson. Antonio played okay. Wait. Antonio played against Boreham Wood tonight, scored 2 goals, only played first half for the under-21s.
Oh, did he, Robert? Okay. Good for him. Good for him.
Felt vocally like that. I was shocked. You to be my wait. Let me just try and. Okay, yeah. Right, Callum Wilson. This is freshy. Even being considered is a disgrace. Will we ever learn? I reckon his agent's using us for a better deal elsewhere. Hope so. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's just a terrible. I know it'd be a free, but still, it's just a bad signing. And
it's a bad idea, Geezer. Ings was a bad idea. I mean, what do you think? What Ings has just cost us? For 10 million, 120 grand a week. It cost us at least 15 million pounds for what did we get? I mean, it was so bad an idea of a signing.
Awful.
And here we go again. I would have rather got Vardy, Geezer.
Exactly.
I'd rather have had Vardy if you're going to do that.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck if Vardy's 40. Yeah. I'd rather have him than Callum Wilson.
You'd have him on the pitch much more. Yeah. Right. Danny says Bamford is available on a free if you need a striker.
God, now he's gone down.
Love what I saw from Juve last week. Big, aggressive, and nice pace, says Lawrence.
Yeah, good start, Lawrence, for sure. But like I said, he's still a 20-year-old we're relying on. I mean, we've got players in our youth team like Potts and whatever. I think Potts is about 22, and we still won't risk him, and give him we still won't. And we're bringing this 20-year-old over, foreign country. Even though, to be fair to that young lad, he's done it. This will be his third different move in a third different country. Yeah. And he went to was it Norway first in the freezing cold, gave him a shock. Yeah. You know what I mean? Coming from Africa. Yeah. And then fair play to him, mate. He's obviously got something about it if he can adapt from moving all the way from Africa. What a culture shock that would have been.
Exactly.
Playing in fucking snow. But I've got high hopes for the boy. But he's 20 and we're still holding back on players we've got who are 22 years old. So I don't want to put too much pressure on Titch, to say, he's the man. He might be, but it might take him a while.
Yeah. I think maybe that also highlights the lack of real quality that West Ham's youngsters have got. If we do, imagine he's a starter for us week in, week out, 20 years old. And like you said, we've got 22-year-olds hanging around that we deem maybe still too young. Then it probably just shows that they're just not good enough for the Premier League.
Maybe. Until they get a chance, we'll never know. But
yeah, we will never know. Hi, MC Anzat. Hope you're going to take part in the new league, says Inky. I'm good, thanks, Charlie. Hope you're good too. Get to see the Hammers tomorrow. Oh, yeah, Wally's going to watch West Ham v...
Go, Wally.
Oh, saw the Nene video. Nice one, Robert. I know you always check in. Yeah. So these got back yesterday. Well, it was today, actually. It was like 2 a.m. from Gran Canaria.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was nice. Claire, she's sitting right here. She's quite impulsive. So she's like, I need to get a car. To get around the island and all that. Anyway.
Really?
She got a car.
She would have crashed it, Geezer. Would have crashed.
Nah, she didn't crash, actually, Geezer. She's laughing. She's a decent driver. So they bought a manual. And she's used to auto.
Yeah.
They bought her a manual, which is obviously left-hand drive and a manual. So she kept it for the day and then said to them, have you not got an auto? Oh, there was something wrong with it. Sorry. There was something wrong with it. So she had to send that back. And then she got an automatic convertible for the following day. So, yeah, she got around the island.
Fair play. No. I had no doubt she'd be a good driver. I had something about her. I knew that. Yeah, but,
You knew you'd be a good driver.
I knew she would.
She said she drives like a man.
Yeah. Although Because I tell you what, in days, I remember when I went to Germany, worked there, on and off over a year, and driving in Germany on the wrong side of the road, and that takes a bit of getting used to, right?
Exactly.
Done it in Portugal too.
Yeah, so she done that with, obviously it was just her, my daughter, who drives as well, but she can only drive an auto, and then Danae as well. So it's not like she had me there. Like, yeah, she just done that. So, yeah, the video Robert's talking about was when they got back to Gatwick last night, and then Danae's got her headphones on, and it looks like I've sped up the video, but she's just walking fast, and my other daughter's just recording. She's like, yeah, she's leading the line, like, yeah, let's get out of here now. So it was good. What's we got here? You'll have to be more games than I have in the last couple of years. You'll have been to more games than I have in the last couple of years. He's talking to Wiley.
yeah.
Right. We should be going for the likes of Andrea Pinamonti of Sassuolo or similar profile. He's effing tidy and wouldn't cost too far north of 10 mil. Baffling.
Yeah. I don't know. There you go. It is baffling.
Sure. It's really baffling. There was another free signing that I saw he's linked with. I can't think who it was though.
But like I said, I don't think it's anything to do with Potter. This isn't his fucking vision. Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Ozzy and Sharon came to my cousin's funeral. Oh wow, Robbie, for my cousin wrote books on Ozzy and Black Sabbath. Nice people and generous. Ozzy donated a lot of money to charity of Robbie's choice.
Oh, nice one. Nice story, Colin.
It's crazy, isn't it? That is
crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Nice to hear that, Colin. I want to catch up. We were linked to Wilson, but we're going for Muniz from Fulham. That's from a free signing injury-prone player to a 50 mil or valued at 50 mil. Wow, Colin. Good evening, Edward Lawnmower Hands. Good evening. Right, who is? Oh, talking about Anzac.
Old Anzac.
Marshall is our new backup striker for Fulkrug. I have faith. He played. Remember, I'd never heard of him, and then in the chat there's always injured, and then the next few days he actually played. So
yeah, well, the reason I'd heard of him, and then me, my memory, he was on loan. I think he was at Hull last year, and I think he was their player of the year.
Oh,
so he had a really good loan spell out there, and he played in that friendly, and he scored a goal. Finished well.
Yeah,
but I don't watch under 21s football a lot and stuff and watch him. I haven't seen him, hardly any. But listen, Russie B does. He's got a lot of faith in some of these youngsters, right? And he said he needs another year on loan before he takes to the big stage.
Yeah.
Now, I'll just go by, his knowledge. I don't know. I hate relying on youngsters to throw them in and think they're the answer. Let's get I want us to buy a forward that's ready to be there and ready to back up Fulkrug or go on when Fulkrug's not there or compete with Fulkrug. That's what I want. If we just use Callum Marshall, he'd be sitting on the bench for most of the season.
Yeah. Robert says, top lad, I ain't seen you on the other channel. Yeah, Charlie, how's work going? I'm always around, just in the background most of the time. Have those gears got any teeth left? Have those gears got any teeth? Oh, talking about when you was driving the manual. Got to run. Oh, see you later, Charlie. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're well. Much appreciated. Charlie, take care. One sec. The hottest thing I've ever eaten was something I had in Gran Canaria.
Really?
I'm waiting for the pun. What was it?
Yeah. She was Brazilian.
Yeah. Completely agree. Marshall needs another year on loan, says Freshy. Yeah, what did you eat, Fresh? Callum Wilson just shows what the state of play we are in at the club. Not good for Sullivan and Potter. Not seeing eye to eye. Will reflect inside the club this season, probably in the... I'm not sure what that says. I heard that Graham Potter said he doesn't... Maybe before the links with Callum Wilson, he doesn't feel we need a striker. So...
Well, he didn't say... Yeah, he's been misquoted on that. Okay.
What did he say?
What he said was, I'm not prioritising a striker.
Yeah.
Now, that's different because really, and he's right, he should be prioritising that midfield first because it's so slow and fucking pedestrian. I really should be addressing that first, then worry about the striker. I think that's right. I don't believe he meant that. I'm not interested in Australia. He just wasn't prioritising it.
Yeah. West Ham have an ex-Leeds keeper as their goalkeeping coach. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah, we brought in two of them apparently. We've got two goalkeeping coaches.
Right. So Freshie said it was some pizza called a volcano. It was fucking nuclear.
Fucking hell.
And I can usually take spicy heat.
Yeah, well, the clue's in the name, Freshie boy.
Volcano. When did you go there, Fresh? Yeah, that's the first time Claire'd been there. Remember the last 2 years, first time she's been away. Greece twice. And then obviously she's gone Gran Canaria for her birthday this year. Yeah, Rome she went to. I said she went to Rome for a few days, but that weren't great. We've got
too many scammers in Rome.
She said there's too many rude people there. Casper Ankergran. Right, let's move away from West Ham. Remember I said to you before they signed Ekatike, or whatever his name is. Remember I said, Liverpool apparently are interested in Isak, and you was like, no chance.
Yeah.
Remember? Right.
Yeah.
By all accounts, even though they've spent 79 million on Ekatike, they are still essentially looking to sign Isak. Now, apparently, over the last how many years, they're sort of 500 mil in profit. So that PSR won't affect them spending what they've spent on Ekatike and potentially Isak. Is that trophy Liverpool's if they do manage to sign Isak?
Oh man, it's hard to see him not winning it without him, but he's a cherry on the top. And there's often, Florian Wirtz is the next biggest thing. You know, they've signed Florian Wirtz. They've got Kirkes. This is it all over, isn't it? With the top 5 or 6, whatever you want to call them. The Newcastle got no chance. They've gone as far as they can fucking go, and as far as they let go by this league because of these PSR rules. They won't let them fucking compete to win the title. Every time a club does well, they get robbed by the big 5 for their players. You know, that Kirkes and Wemmo's gone, Cunha's gone. All these players just get ripped away from them, mate. Newcastle want to spend money, they can't. So Newcastle, I would say they fucked it up, but they went in for TK, they made the bid, they got turned down. Liverpool sort of said they had interest in Isaac. Straight away, this is the madness of football, right? And players' power in football. They said they had interest in him, and straight away Newcastle go, mate, he's a £150 million player. That's what he'd take, but he's not for sale. Right? As soon as he said that, fucking Isaac's agent went to think, well, if he's a £150 million player, you better do a new contract, give him $300,000 a week. Fucking hell. Well, look, we're just trying to protect their interests. I remember Harry Redknapp saying this fucking 20 odd years ago. Same thing happened to him. Someone wanted to buy a West Ham player. He said, mate, 10 million and whatever. He said, no, he's worth 25. And the agent went to Redknapp and said, well, if he's worth 25, you better pay him off. What? This is how it goes. But the worst thing was, then Isak makes a statement saying he wants to explore other avenues. That's it. That's basically a transfer request of forcing Newcastle to double his wages, at least. He's on $120,000 a week now.
Peanut.
Now, it is, but he weren't that until Eddie Howe made him that. So, they're fucked to Newcastle. What do they do now? If he's said that, which is basically a transfer request, now but it probably reduces what Newcastle will get for him.
Yeah.
Instead of the 150, if Liverpool are happy to put in 120, they might have to fucking take it.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Just rock and a hard place.
It's funny because obviously I just said Ekatike, whatever his name is. But I forgot how much they spent on Verts, which was 100 and what was it?
100 mil, wasn't he?
Oh, so basically,
But
I think Isak as well. That's like 300 mil that they would have spent in one window on those three players alone.
well, yeah, and they've got Harvey Elliott up their sleeve to sell. That'd be pure profit if they sell him for 40 million, and Nunes, which I presume they'll probably go out the door if someone stumps up the money. So that will go towards it.
Diaz potentially 60 mil. Bayern Munich have come back in for him, so Diaz as well.
Right.
Which would be a loss for the Premier League. Anyway, let me just address this. Yeah. So Danny says, right, chaps, I'm going, have a great stream. Good. Take care, Danny. And also,
see you, Danny.
Wally says, I got to go too. Going out to dinner. Thanks, guys. Wally, thanks as always. And hopefully you see West Ham put in a good performance tomorrow against Manchester United.
Yeah, enjoy the game, Wally. It'll be shit, but enjoy the game.
Yeah, I remember this. We could have had Ekatike.
Did we?
For under 20 mil. I do remember that. Yeah, that's how I knew of him from when West Ham was linked to him.
All right.
I think he was at. It weren't Montpellier. Where was he at? Fresh.
Yeah, well,
I've got to go too. Sorry, I read that. Adios, Wally. Night, Danny. See you, Danny. Right. So let's. Right, Inky's here, obviously from the Leeds. Continue. Let's quickly. Leeds, Danny, I'm not Danny, Inky. What have Leeds? Leeds for me look busy in regards to I'm just seeing the names pop up, and they signed someone from Hoffenheim, I think. They're making signings, but I don't know. Inky, you can answer this question. Are Leeds making signings that walk straight into the team? And also, what do Leeds need, in your opinion? What do you know about their signings, Geezer?
Nothing. To be honest, I've heard more about Sunderland than I have about Leeds. I haven't been taking too much notice.
Because I don't know who Leeds have sold as well. Like, obviously, the squad that came up, I'm not aware of too many outgoings. I know there's one or two that I heard, but yeah, I think Firpo's gone. I'm trying to think who else. So yeah, Inky, let us know, like, what's the state of play?
But, you know, Sunderland are meant to be linked to strongly with Granit Xhaka. Fuck me, I would have had him, guys. I would have had Granit Xhaka.
Of course.
I really rate him, man. But, there you
go. Apparently, Ten Hag has said. So Xhaka's agent come out and said, you know, they really want to go to Sunderland, the Premier League, blah blah blah. And then a few days later, Ten Hag came out and said, I can't let him go. Like, you know, like we've sold 3 of our best players.
Okay.
And he's very much integral to what we're doing here, and he's still got 3 years left on his contract or something like that. So, yeah,
really?
You know, yeah.
I thought he was at the end of his contract or something. That's why the move was coming up.
I'm sure he said he's still got 3. It's definitely 2 years, but I'm sure he said 3 years on his contract still.
Yeah, I was surprised that he would be leaving, but
yeah, and especially to go.
Maybe he's another one to go. Fuck me! You keep selling all the silverware.
Yeah, Sunderland.
Yeah, it's not really ideal, is it? Yeah.
All right, Leeds are after some shit hot Brazilian keeper if they haven't already got him. Which club is he from, Freshie? We're changing our name to Big Feckers FC, says Inky. Leeds. Right. What else is there to talk about? Football or what else? What else?
Fucking up. So the Isaac story. Like, I actually watched True Geordie about that.
Yeah.
I watched his. He's fucking fuming. He's gutted.
Yeah.
He's gutted. You know what I mean? And he believes the same as I do, that the Big Six will always come and make sure they stay the Big Six, and no one else is allowed to compete. You got the best one. That probably is the best striker in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
And now they've turned his head, and you go, for fuck's sake, what chance have you got?
Okay, this is what I want to talk about. So apparently, I sort of, because there's a few games left. And there's nothing else on the TV. I was sort of watching the women's football. Anyway, it turns out that the mixed race girl who got roasted in the quarterfinals, like she just looked so slow. Anyway, something caught her. Apparently, all tournaments she's been getting racially abused. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, they didn't play her in the semi-final that England obviously won, but The reason why I'm saying this is in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, England brought on. So England was very whitewashed. The whole team was just, apart from that mixed race girl, it was all. They was all white, and I remember seeing England previously, and it looked like balanced, like a mixed team. Anyway, for some reason now, at the minute, the starting team it's all white. Fair enough, it's whatever. They had this one mixed race girl who was getting targeted, and then they've got Lauren James. Sorry. Anyway, the last two games, the England saviour was a 19-year-old. Her surname's man. She's obviously
I've seen her.
Ghanaian parents born in this country. She's just as English as anybody else. She was born here, right? Anyway, she's 19, so she's still a kid, right? She came on, she scored in stoppage time in the quarterfinals. Came on the other day when England was losing, scored a great finish, stoppage time. England ended up, going on to win the game. Those same fans, as always, you'll racially abuse the mixed race girl, but you'll also cheer on this girl who's black. So the mixed race girl's my complexion. This one's black, and you understand what I'm saying to you? It's like
that's what makes sense.
You're racially abused for whatever reason. I don't know. And now this young black girl, who is obviously African heritage, she's coming on. She's like a hero. And the thing is, in the streets of where they're singing her name, and these are probably genuine. They go to the matches and all of that. Yeah, but it's sad that in 2025 we're still here.
I don't understand that at all. It doesn't make sense. Look, if she's getting roasted, on social media, getting roasted,
throughout the tournament, apparently, not just because. Well,
I doubt there are even people that follow fucking women's football give a fuck. They just did it. It's got to be. I mean, there's no way, because the whole premise of that, they're very lefty, lesbo fucking fan base.
Yeah,
that England team, because half of them players at least are lesbians.
Yeah, no.
So they're very lefty, rainbow. So there's no way they are abusing that girl. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean? So it's just got to be the fucking idiots you get on social media, and there's plenty of them. So I wouldn't take too much notice of it. It doesn't make sense to me. I slag off women's football. You can slag me off for that.
You should do. Yeah, you definitely should.
It's fucking terrible. I mean, it's so bad. We witnessed the worst penalty shootout ever. And then I watched another highlights of the game. Was it the Spain game before? They had 2 penalties, missed them both.
Yeah.
And then England had a penalty, and this one was never a penalty, by the way. And missed that penalty. Got the rebound.
Bad.
So, I can't understand that. It just doesn't make sense.
Anyway, England's in the final against who are they playing? Spain. They're playing against Spain, and to be fair, Spain, a lot of their team is the Barcelona team, and that Barcelona team sort of dominates European football. So there are times when they play some decent football. There are still things we think that are just shit, but they do that. The Spanish ones actually do play, from what I've seen, some decent football. Right. And England have been very lucky through, for what I've seen in the quarters and semis.
Yeah, so, I think they have.
From a footballing point of view, Spain would be worthy winners, but England have definitely grit and determination to.
Fair play to them. They got there. Yeah. I mean, I did see that black girl, the teenager.
Yeah.
The highlights were at the end there before it went to the penalty. Fucking great effort over the top of the keeper. Hit the bar.
Hit the bar. Yeah.
Oh, she was unlucky, man. Fucking good effort.
Yeah. Good effort. She just comes on. She's almost like, from what I've seen, and it's limited. I saw the quarters. It's almost like they're bringing on like a Drogba. Like the way she's quite.
Yeah.
She gets around the pitch. She's strong, and she's like from what I've seen, you would say I would similar to like a Drogba type influence.
Good for her.
Right, let's get back to the comments. Inky, I thought it was these nuts. I think the 49ers are showing they're up for the job, says Inky. It seems they've already signed him, Perry from Lyon. Lucas Perry from Lyon, the goalkeeper. So he might have already been signed. West Ham have a back-off shirt sponsor for the USA Tour. What is that sponsor, Robert? They're now trying to get Igor Paxal for about 30 mil. Oh, I've heard of him before. Is he a centre back? The women's team refused to take the knee. Yeah, I think the reason why is because
Good.
Yeah, they just said maybe it's, I don't know.
You know my feelings on that. Fucking, it should never happened in the first place. So they shouldn't be doing that. It's fucking. It has no meaning to me whatsoever. It's nonsense.
And obviously, I don't know their reason, but it wasn't. They're not standing for what's right. There was, is more the political. Like this ain't getting us nowhere. Do you understand? This thing here is for sure. It ain't. Yeah, I don't know what their message was, but it wasn't. They was not against. Obviously, they want equality. Obviously, so
of course they do. But it isn't. It's virtue signalling by the fucking FA and all that. That's all it is. It means absolutely nothing. It's nonsense.
Yep. Leeds are signing a highly rated winger, sought after by a few clubs in Europe. There's another. Who else signed some Brazilian that apparently somebody signed a Brazilian yesterday? I think that West Ham was linked with some. Oh shit! Who was it? Somebody. Wolves. Wolves have signed. He was a standout player at the Club World Cup. They signed him maybe today actually. But anyway, Wolves have signed a highly rated young Brazilian. I think England are destined to win the final tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Sunday, Colin? I thought it was Sunday. Weedon Ranch. Who's that? Oh, that's our Bacchus shirt sponsor. Weedon Ranch. So is that a ranch? They make ranch sauce. Is that what they do?
Oh, bro.
But it don't sound great though, does it? Weed on ranch. Would you eat some of that?
They might breed cattle. Who fucking knows?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I thought of ranch as in this part of Essex Mortage. Oh, Weed on Ranch. Yeah, what is Weed on Ranch?
Port of Essex. Is that part of Essex? I don't know.
I don't know. Right, what's been going on around the world, Geezer? Oh, Montague. No,
not much this week.
No shark attacks.
No, not in Australia anyway. There was one, mate, the report on the other day on one in South Africa. It was a strange one. Some YouTuber, I mean, she might be from Russia, called Zoya or something. She does these adventure trips to her YouTube channel, whatever. She went to South Africa because there's a thing there. Yeah, you can. They put you in a cage, lower you in, chum up the water, and bring all the great whites around you so you can film them. And she was doing all that. But they said in this report, I don't know how fucking accurate this thing was. They didn't have video of it, but they're saying it was the cage was one of them shark cages, but covered in glass, which don't make sense. But apparently this big great white came, smashed through the glass and bit her on the leg. Got through the fucking cage. And she might even have all the videos. She should set the cage up with the cameras, but you'd have to find her channel to see it, I'd imagine. But it bit her in the leg and they had to drag the cage out and saved her. So I don't know, how was this just all drama-based sort of video, or because you wouldn't use glass on the front of a cage out in the ocean. You'd use perspex or something.
Exactly. You're
not breaking through that. That didn't make sense. But that was it. Apparently, she got bit on the leg.
Well, right. Lawrence says have to run. Thanks for a great show, Common Your Irons. Nice one, Lawrence, as always. See you soon. Oh shit! I can't remember what I was going to say just now. Leeds goalkeeper is brilliant, and after Pacquiao and Rodrigo Muniz, who are as well, so they're trying to go Brazilian. Oh, so we found out last Sunday that my son and his missus are actually having a boy. So I was wrong when I thought it would be a girl, but it's a boy. Which my son is over the moon, and if I'm being honest, I would much rather have a grandson and a granddaughter.
Yeah, fucking women, fucking nightmare. They want to play football and things.
Yeah, exactly. And drive cars when they go abroad and all that. These bloody women. I can't remember what I was going to say. Fuck's sake, I was going to say something. I hate that shit. Blame Claire. I was going to say something. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
What?
I'll wait for you to.
I can hear you now. I can still hear you because I've got these fuckers on.
Okay, so you lot, I watched West Ham Network, Budgie and Kieran on Wednesday, and I want to take your take on this. I was quite offended by something. Geezer?
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat, tell me if you find this offensive. So, watching you and Budgie on Wednesday, Budgie had a West Ham shirt on, but it was full of paint and all of that. Now, I find that quite disrespectful. Like, you got to keep these things in pristine condition. So, did you notice that Budgie's West Ham shirt he's basically been doing paint and decorating in his West Ham shirt?
Not during the stream, but there was a part there where I was rabbiting on. I wanted to watch it on the telly to see a couple of comments that came up. I always like to check the comments out when I'm rabbiting on Miss More.
Yeah.
Right. When Darren Blewett came on. And so I did, and then I saw the show and went, what the fuck? I thought it looked like a fucking whale had fucking shot all over it.
Yeah.
And just, I went, what? That's a bit weird. He's got about 20 fucking shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was wearing that one. It was a bit odd, yeah.
So did somebody else say something about it then?
I don't think so, no, because like I said, I couldn't see it on this phone, so I didn't know at the time. No, I just couldn't understand why he was wearing a shirt that he'd been painting in.
So I noticed straight away, but like I said, I just think, why would you paint and decorate in your West Ham shirt?
I don't know.
Also, and you can, I don't know who else, which you lot tune into Budgie on I'm offended by he's got this ICF flag in the background as well. So it's not something that he should be promoting. So when you see him next, just tell him that I said maybe he shouldn't have that.
No, I'm not a fan of the ICF fucking thing either. It's not something I would do. And mate, I was on every train that they were on. I was at a lot of games with the ICF boys. I would not be promoting them. Let's put it that way.
Right, that Darren Blewett is a brilliant guest. His laugh is infectious.
Yeah, he is, Sean. He's fucking out there, geezer. He's one of them hyper geezers, really hyper. He reminds me of my nephew. I said it to him. Yeah, because he's like that. He's like that. What do they call it? ADHD or whatever. He's like he's got that. He's just, he's really hyper. And he's got an infectious laugh. He's quite funny.
Right, Inky, thank you. He says, I've got shirts that are 40 years old, still in mint condition, as they should be. You should not be painting and decorating. And this is surprising. Freshie said, I missed the paint. Now he's eagle-eyed. So I'm surprised you didn't.
Yeah, he don't miss much. Yeah. It was covered in shit. I was just surprised. I looked at him, what the fuck are you wearing that for? I haven't talked to him about it, but seen him since.
This sounds interesting. Roberto says he watched E20 with special guest Dave Walker, the West Ham way. He called out Claret and Booze. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, I do, because only because that Nick Killerton fucking replied to it and clarified it. Yeah. So
what was that context? What happened?
I can't remember what it was about. It's just Killerton, because he's one of them ITKs, right?
Yeah.
And Nick Killerton called them out for fucking releasing shit from Sullivan. Allegedly, their top source is Sullivan, and Sullivan's using them to get his narrative out about shit. And he said you shouldn't be fucking doing that, especially when you know it's not true. He said you're fucking all scum.
So Nick said that too.
He weren't actually calling this geezer out. He was just saying anybody that releases fucking information from them that suits their narrative that's not true is fucking bullshit.
So did you see Dave? Did you see when he called out Fever? You haven't seen that. I'm not Fever.
No, I don't watch
Claret and Booze.
It wasn't Fever that called him out. It was his guest.
Yeah. Have you seen that clip? I mean, or no?
No. I've never watched.
Robert has, and he's laughing, so it might be interesting to watch.
But I wouldn't watch FIFA, so
Nick Killerton has responded to that with a special video of his own, which is the one that you've seen.
yeah, and he stands by what he said. It's simple as that. And I agree with him. If you are putting out information there that's not true, that supports Sullivan's, and it's been happening for years, geezer. This has been happening for fucking years. You know what I mean? And they've been doing it for years. Some of these people. So, no, if you're giving out the truth, that's fine. If you're in the know and giving out, real information. But if you're giving out that suits Sullivan to back him up, yeah, I think you're a prick. I agree with him. And I don't agree with everything that Nick says. You know that.
This is funny. Inky said, my mum was a Scum fan. I would never let her wash or iron my shirt. God bless her. Right, so we are almost at an hour mark, and there ain't a lot to talk about. Unless anybody in the chat, I know people have left, or Giza, anything. Yeah, we ain't going to just stay here just for the sake of staying here. And, we're going to be back soon. Somebody put in the chat, when does the season start? And I think it's a Friday night game, which we obviously wouldn't cover. So the Saturday is probably the date we're looking at for our prediction show. Fresh or Inky, or Robert, when does the season kick off? The Premier League. Giza, who you tipping to win the league?
It's hard to get past Liverpool, isn't it? It really is at the moment. But again, I'll stick with my prediction of Chelsea. I've been saying for the last 4 months, I think they're going to be a force. Well, let's put it this way. That even if they're not going to win the league, I don't think they'll win the league. But they could be crucial on who does win the league. Because, if you look at Liverpool, say Arsenal, Man City, there's 6 games there they've got to play Chelsea, and them results could make a massive difference in the league title. But I think just they're so young, so much talent in that squad. Chelsea are very close to having a team to challenge. Very close. So, yeah, they've done some great business, as have Liverpool. And Man City haven't been quiet either. They've bought some top players. August 15th. There you go. What's that? 3 weeks? Yeah. 3 weeks. Today, 3 weeks today. Jesus Christ.
16th Saturday, but there's a game on Friday. Thank you. And Roberta says Friday the 15th. Thank you very much. So the 16th is what we would be. What is that?
For us.
Oh, Ladybird. Yes, in there. So
we're not covered because it'll be just the game when we do that. The first thing we do, the game will just be finishing, or it'll be that morning. That morning I get up, that game will be just been on.
Yeah, what game is that? You lot? What's the first game? What's that Friday game? You three. So are you writing off Man City for this season's Premier League?
No,
you're not.
No. No, you expect them to bounce back. I expect them to be better. Without a doubt, they'll be better. But I just look at Liverpool signings. They might not work, but Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, and if they end up with Isaac as well, fuck me. Wow, that's making a statement. You know what I mean?
And
so
you haven't even mentioned the much sought after Ekatike, who they've also signed as well. So yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about you've got Ekatike as well. Fucking you know what I mean? Ekatike's got a long we don't know where he can adapt to the Premier League yet either. But if they get Isaac, they can. Liverpool, Bournemouth. Oh, no.
Do you know what? The good thing is Liverpool's at home, and I would assume that because of what happened to Diogo Jota, that first night under the lights, paying their respects to him, and I would imagine they're going to be quite vocal about him during this, throughout the whole season. So that could be a big game, and maybe a statement night for Liverpool, all things considered. So Bournemouth could be in for a tough night.
Yeah, it was nice to see, Oasis on their big comeback. They put thing up on the big screens about him, Jota. It was nice to see that.
So I didn't even know that they had a. When was that?
A couple of weeks ago, just after he died. Yeah, they're back now, aren't they, doing their tour?
What UK tour is it, or world?
I think it might even be a world tour, guys. I think it's going to be everywhere. They started off in was it Cardiff and then Manchester. I think they're going all around the fucking world with it.
Do you know what? This is like going back 2 weeks, but remember we spoke about the halftime show at the Club World Cup final, and somehow Robbie Williams was performing and just shit. Did you? I don't know if you see it.
No, I didn't see it.
He's so shit. Like, yeah, I'm thinking, how did you get this gig? Because he's shit. Like, yeah, like I don't know. Like, I'm not obviously a fan of, but yeah, you know when you just watch somebody, think, yeah, this guy is awful. Like, he's not a vocalist. Like, he's shit. So I don't know.
No, but anyone that says he's live shows, they all think he's brilliant.
Oh,
and he's live shows
and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, because I was looking at vocals.
He's all right, but apparently his live shows are really good. You remember? I told you my story about trying to meet him.
No, I don't think so. Tell us a story.
Story was I got a phone call here. Robbie Williams was touring Australia
by himself,
and what I didn't realise is some of the geezers down on the Gold Coast that I know, from football or whatever, they're in contact with his roadies. Now, wherever they go, they set up a game of football, his roadies and him, to play against local teams.
Yeah, I think you might have said this, but yeah, carry on though.
Yeah. So he gave me a ring and said, look, you fancy flying down to Sydney, mate? It's been lined up that we're going to play against Robbie Williams and his fucking roadie team. Fuck yeah, I could do that. Oh, but as usual, things never work out. So we did. We flew down to Sydney, met up with some boys in Sydney that we know, and getting ready for the game on the Monday. So we got there on about Friday. So we were flying back on the Tuesday. And he was in Melbourne doing a show. And then he was flying to Sydney on the Sunday, same. And he's going to do a show in Sydney. But what happened was there were massive storms in Melbourne. All flights were fucking grounded because it was so bad. And they couldn't get back. So that we couldn't play against them on the Monday. And we had to fly out Tuesday. So they actually did do the game, but it was on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we had to fly back and missed it. So I was gutted. My mate, but Robbie Williams he'd hurt his back in Melbourne as well.
So he didn't play.
So he didn't play anyway. But his dad was with him on tour. His dad played. He came along. Because my mate told me later, who lives in Sydney, he played in the game against all their roadies. And they just had a kick about in the park. It's all it was. But his dad was there. He said his dad was really good. He had a good chat with him and all that. Yeah. I was gutted not to meet him, to be honest. I was gutted.
Who paid for your flight and accommodation?
No, myself. It was all down to you. The office there.
Yeah, and you didn't even bloody...
Yeah, but we had a great weekend, guys. I had a great weekend. There was a couple of guys I haven't seen for a couple of years, like a fucking mental fucker. He's mad as a box of frogs. And but it was good to catch up with him, and he's a good lad, good player. So.
Right, Sunderland away for your boys, which will be probably a tough game. Everton at home on Monday for us. So Leeds are at home to Everton.
That's not a bad start.
It's not.
Everton away, that could be interesting.
No, they're at home. Leeds are at home.
Oh, even better. That could be interesting. That could be a good start, Peter.
And it's Monday night under the lights at Ellen Road.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know this. I knew there was talk of it. City have signed James Trafford back on a buyback clause. Now, I know when they sold him to Burnley, it was 40 million buyback, but I think they were trying to negotiate the fee. So, Robert, how much did they actually pay for him? Because Galatasaray want Edison. He's got 1 year left, but I think Man City have said they want to keep him, but they're maybe willing to let Ortega go, which was obviously their number 2. So maybe bring Trafford in as the 2 and preparing for when Edison does leave. Maybe that's their plan.
He's not a bad keeper either, though, Ortega.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know much about
Good.
Trafford, but Ortega's he's a decent keeper.
Oh, Trafford is good. I'd love that West Ham to have that Trafford. I think he's an up and coming, going to be a top keeper. But I like that Ortega as well.
I like Ortega.
That's three good keepers. Greedy bastards.
So, yeah, I can't remember who's linked with that Ortega Premier League team.
Yeah.
So we've got a few weeks. Look, it's on here, Claire. On the laptop. Yeah. We've got a few weeks until we get back to the nitty gritty, where Freshie defends his crown.
I better get a new pen.
Yeah, new pen, new pad.
Fuck it.
You know what? I've enjoyed the time off because, like I said, it is a lot. Working it out and all that.
Yeah.
So I've actually enjoyed. Yeah. So getting back into it is but it's fun. It's all good. And like I said, Freshie's got a title to defend, and I'm gonna be better this season.
Mate, I've still got the record most points in a week. What was that?
Exactly.
130.
Yep.
I've got to defend that. I want to get more than that.
That's the most important. All right. So they're signing for 27 mil. So like I said, their buyback clause was 40 mil, but they've negotiated that down to 27 mil. Burnley, exactly. Burnley in the process have lost another one of the title winning. No, Leeds won the title, didn't they? Sorry, Burnley went up second. Yeah. Anyway, they're promotion winning team. Yeah.
Burnley have got it really, really tough, haven't they?
New pen, new pad, new system.
Well, I got the new phone.
Yeah, he's got a new phone. He's got the new earpods.
Got new earpods, so that cost me a fortune. This fucking channel. Fortune.
You just need to get a new young girlfriend, and then that's it. You've got a full house.
That ain't happening. It's definitely not happening.
We'll leave on that note. Thanks as always for joining us. Much appreciated. We'll be back next Friday, and like I said, on Friday the 15th, we will be back with the prediction show, and Freshies got a title to defend.
But we'll have to, thinking about that, we'll have to do the predictions a week before, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah, stupid. Yeah, you're right. Oh
yeah.
No,
so that's only what two weeks away.
No, we don't. We do it. Remember, we do it on the Friday, and we just missed the Friday game. We're predicting for the Saturday game.
Oh right, sorry, right. We only missed the Friday game.
Yeah.
So we can pull out a championship game for it.
Yeah. Because remember, because Leeds are in the Premier League, normally we'd do all 10 Premier League, and I said we just one European fixture. Because of this Friday night, we'll have to do the 9 Premier League and 2 other fixtures just to make up the 11, just for this week.
Yeah.
There'll
probably be a lot of Friday games. So.
Yeah. So you lot, cheers all. Nice one, Inky. That ain't happening, he says.
That ain't
happening. We will be back next Friday for the chat along. But yeah, the new season is just around the corner. Next week, are we doing top 3 and relegation? Yeah, I think so. We'll definitely do that the week before, or maybe the one after that, Inky, where more signings for all of the teams should come through the door, and we'll have a better understanding. So yeah, maybe the week before, but the week before, we'll do. And I'm going to try and keep note of what we said this time as well, as to who finishes where. Anyway.
Top 3 or 4, and then bottom 3. That's for you.
Yeah, that's what we need. Right, you lot, much appreciated. We will see you next Friday at 10 p.m. Ciao.
Laters.
Laters, Colin.